Tweedy. We've seen Slayer play him here and there in top 8, but he's mainly been a Black Adam player so far in this first patch.
All right, but now we're going to have Tweedy going up against Semiij. So this is going to be a Noble team kill, unfortunately. Noble, of course, doing extremely well at EVO. Actually, the champion of EVO himself is Noble Dragon. So, unfortunately, at least one will advance, right? So one of them's going to get further right here.
And 3 of them have past the first round of top 8.
Right.
It's crazy how well this faction of players is doing. And, of course, this is going to be Superman versus Catwoman. It can be tough for Superman in certain situations, of course, back 3 being forward 2-3, but we see the forward 2-3 right there. Great whip punish tool if Catwoman gets careless. Tries for the dive bomb, but a great interactable escape so far, and then the rising grab wake up is punished by Semiij.
The curse of Tweedy. Every time that he wants to get that forward 2, he's going to get a rising grab. He actually changed his controls just to try to avoid that, but I guess he must have changed them back.
Interesting. Well, did he just turn off like the actual button layout, or he turned off like alternate controls?
He turned off like everything, like all the alternate controls and the
I definitely did too,
shortcuts.
because of that that input shortcut. Honestly.
Yeah, it happens quite a bit if you're just a little bit wrong on that input. Nice.
Ooh. Yeah, goes just after the armored Superman punch, just goes with the armored back 3. Catches Semiij pressing a button, but Semiij responded with his own armored back 3, opening up Tweedy in his second life bar, and an immediate clashes his response.
Yeah, and very nice air-to-air by Tweedy, but the big issue is that actually neither of these characters are going to be able to get really big conversions until they build that bar. I guess they both have now. Both characters building meter pretty quick.
Oh. Wow, I like that from Semiij right there. Went with the MD jump low and didn't finish the string, just let the first hit rock and then went for the throw. Definitely caught Tweedy off guard, and he will wrap up that first game.
Yeah, this is definitely, you have to play it very differently as Superman. Obviously, the low profile works extremely well against Superman. It goes underneath pretty much all of his normals, but there is the opportunity to try to bait it and punish it, just because Superman does have the great mobility that he does.
Exactly.
It's a weird matchup. You have to play it very differently. You can't zone as much as Superman. You can't just do your normal set of pressure. You have to play it almost like I don't know, you have to kind of go in and out and bait things and really try to maximize all of your damage.
Yeah, I think you have to be real bait heavy in this matchup because Catwoman knows usually she has these options that specifically counter Superman's options, that they'll look to them more than they will in other matchups. And I think because of that, they open themselves up, the Catwoman players that is, to specific baits. We'll see if Tweedy takes advantage of that in this set, or if Semiij is smart enough to avoid those altogether.
Ooh, and wake up trade. That's something that's going to be gone as soon as that new patch comes out. But in the meantime, use it. Oh, and that's a huge amount of damage and a weird bait. I think that was an accident. I think he tried to do 1-1-2, accidentally hit 1 and 2 together, which is, of course, interactable.
Yes.
And still gave him a strange sort of advantage there, and it did combo, so better than nothing.
I really like that from Tweedy right there. Of course, the gargoyles are unblockable. He played the mind game very well in that situation. Jumped back behind it, and knew Semiij would take to the sky to avoid the gargoyles, so he just met him in the air. Oh, tried for the armored forward 3 to blow through the wake up. Wow.
Oh, he's still caught on fire.
My man is truly Superman. Cape on fire and everything, looking to take the first health bar, and he does.
Please,
wow.
Don't get up. I can't believe that. He literally just went through the flames.
The cape was legitimately on fire. I saw it.
Oh, and this is going to be huge amounts of damage.
Oh. I like that from Tweedy. You can really, people that are experienced against Superman, you can exploit that against them, right? Just an instant dive bomb because they're expecting a cross-up or something that's going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course, I talk about this quite a bit, but the risk-reward is always going to be in Tweedy's favor right here. He can play so risky because all right now he can lose is the end of this first life bar.
Yes. Yeah, when you just have a pixel left on that first life bar, you're like, whether I get hit, I'm not going to get full comboed. So let's get buck wild. Let's start the party. Wow, incredible patience being showed from Tweedy right there. Just a dash up, crouch block, trying to bait something out for Semiij. Semiij just staring at him, finds the hit now. Close to the full trade as well. Oh no!
And that could have been so much damage, but Tweedy just going for the down one, maybe afraid.
Oh, the rising grab wake up gets punished in an immediate clash again from Tweedy.
And meter's about even. Both of them spending all their resources. Again, that's very scary for both these characters as their main conversions take a bar.
Oh, he just goes with the Superman punch again. Very unsafe without meter. That woman can't quite find her last bar for the trade. Finds it now. Oh, he air dashes out, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Yeah, the flip out was very smart, but really that entire situation could have been avoided, except for Tweedy is going for that forward 2 down 1. So obviously we see a lot of forward 2-3 from Superman, his normal advancing normal, but Tweedy likes to check with the low, just to see what you're doing. Now Semiij definitely has that matchup experience because he knows that after the forward 2 down 1, you can poke. And he got 2 or 3 separate combos in that set, and already that is enough that it could have really made or break that set.
Yeah, exactly. I was honestly expecting Tweedy to run away with that game, but Semiij, the matchup experience, taking the opportunities that he got and maximizing his momentum off of it. Well done. Oh, just meets him with a forward 2 EX breath to start the game. Pushing him towards the corner, of course. And no transitions on Joker's playground, baby. The corner is where you will stay. Oh, he tried for the fake dive bomb setup, but after blocking the jump 2, just goes for the interactable to get out. A great option for the gadget characters. Ooh.
Should be some good Oki off this setup. Oh, interesting jump back whip. That's a very nice setup, but delayed wake up again. Like I said earlier, Tweedy, the master of delayed wake up.
Yes. Oh, down 2. A whole lot of Superman's ambiguous corner setups involve him jumping. So if the jump is mistimed, if it's not a safe jump, so to speak, down 2 is always the solid answer. And like that, once more, we see another down 2 as Tweedy looks for an easy way out of the corner with the jump.
Yeah, and Catwoman, easily one of the best down 2s in the game. Has to be maybe even a top 3 down 2. Not only on the fact that it lowers her hitbox and it's got a great lowers her hitbox, has a great hitbox, but the damage that you can get off it is really good meterless. Oh, again!
Showing the matchup knowledge, interrupting the string once more. Cannot get that for free on me. Has the full trait as well. It's going to be big damage if she can spin it on the hit. But a throw will be the first health bar for Tweedy.
And he could make this back, but I think the main thing he has to do is try to switch positions if possible.
Yeah, in that range, you see the jump 2 come out. It's going to be controlling all of the space that Superman's going to be able to operate at. Takes the damage he can get. Wow! That was a little bit too far. It's going to be a tremendous turnaround. Goes for the cross-up, but the down 2 avoids it. Oh, and then the armored back 3. Semiij will take it 3-0 over Noble. Tweedy, team kill, finish.
Yeah, like you were saying, you have to play that matchup very different.